click the things for pregame.
Okay.
We'll go in the order of this. So it'll be Kelly Davies, Don Obels, and then Better Home Heating.
Alrighty.
So what we'll do is I'll play a commercial after this part. We'll do that, Kelly Davies, into the interview. Interview, Myron, Don Obels. After the interview, you're going to do Central Temp, and then right after you, I'm going to go do Van and Boom, where you do one of these, and then we'll be back.
Okay.
So that way we get one for all of them, and then we'll figure out from there. Looks good. It's your 1 minute time check stations in 3, 2, and then hear the
1 minute.
beep.
1 minute. Station.
That was your final time check station. If you're having any issues, call.
Unless you're Marquette.
What I don't
basketball.
understand is when they go call if you have any issues. No, you're on. That's the only problem we have. Okay, you're on. Oh, I hated calling Marquette. I hated calling
Marquette. There was no warning. It was dead air, and all of a sudden,
and then if you didn't get it, you had to call Learfield, and they're like, well, "Okay, you didn't get clearance for this."
Badgers, at least, they do always 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Maybe Marquette's changed since they went to Learfield.
Yeah.
When they used to be on that Milwaukee station, we picked up.
Such a pain.
Oh, that was the worst. Not as bad as Wisconsin Herd basketball.
That's a complete animal in itself.
And welcome back to girls basketball. Gary Bolesky along with my partner Zach Morris, where we are at Kimberly High School tonight as the Kimberly Papermakers getting ready to take on the Patriots from Appleton East. We'll talk about it more, but both teams really hit hard by injuries. Kimberly without their star player, Kate McGinnis. Also Appleton East tonight going to be without Lily Muhlman. So two of the better players missing, but both teams excited for the 2024-25 season, and the FVA gets underway tonight. When we return, we're going to hear from head coach Brian Passion of the Patriots from Appleton East. We'll do that right after this timeout.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
Kelly Davies Homes Team LPT Realty, your home where your kids start shooting hoops in the driveway and where a lifetime of memories are made. As a proud born and raised Kimberly resident, Kelly takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her a call, her team a call today. Start from your own real estate journey. Kelly Davies is a certified Ramsey trusted agent with years of experience helping buyers, sellers, investors, and hundreds of transactions a year. Find Kelly Davies Homes Team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com and give them a call today. Kelly Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics. And welcome back to our pregame show, joined by the Appleton East head coach Brian Passion. And Coach Passion, early in the season, played three really, really good basketball teams. So the record, although 0-3, what have you learned from your team early on?
Well, first thing is we really don't quit. All three games we've had a chance to win deep into the second half. Ran into a good hot shooting Bayport team to start. And then the last 2 games, obviously quality opponents down in Kettle Moraine. Kept fighting, couldn't get the ball to drop in the hole, battled a few injuries, but we managed to stay in games, and the kids keep fighting. The determination's still there, so that's real good to see early in the season.
Yeah, both teams battling injuries. How have you guys adjusted?
Next man up is kind of the cliche on that, but we've got to change a few different things. We're going to go a little bit bigger lineup tonight and try to normally, historically, we go up and down the floor quite a bit. We might actually slow the pace down a little bit tonight and try to get a little more inside work. So rotations will be a little bit thinner from that standpoint also. So
I know it's dealing with some returning players with injuries, but talk about that leadership that they bring to the table.
Well, fantastic. And I told them after the last game, 3 heartbreaking losses this is where you need to lean on each other. And 3 seniors have done a great job with the younger kids of keeping them motivated. Practices have not deteriorated. Intensity is still high. So it's a long season, and we know that, and ours just happened to kind of get off to the rough start the first 3, but the leaders, the seniors, have been fantastic. So,
and talk about tonight. You got the Kimberly Papermakers here on the road again. Kimberly, what do you expect from Kimberly?
Everything you see in the past. They're gonna press full court a lot of the game. We're gonna see some 2-3 zone. We know that they can work the ball around. They'll be patient. They've got a lot of kids that come back, so they're gonna have that same leadership that we hope that we have. So. We're just going to have to match that intensity for the full.
Yeah, that's Coach LePesto. This FE every year, one of the best conferences in the state. What do you expect again this year in 24-25?
Yeah, the same thing. I think Kimberly's going to be at that upper tier. Everybody else kind of in that second tier. Every night out, you got to show up. You got to play because you never know. So.
And then, like he said, there's no easy games in this conference.
There really isn't anymore. Like I said, we go to Final Act next Friday, and we will prepare as hard for that one as we are for the Kimberly game here, even though they're projected to be a little bit lower. So yeah, it's up top to bottom, full out.
All right, Coach, best of luck tonight, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, we'll return. We'll hear from head coach Dave LePesto coming up after this timeout.
Dusty boots from a hard day's work, a sense of progress and pride. A hard hat adorned with a collection of successful projects and dreams brought to life. These are trademarks of a construction worker, their unique signature. At Myron Construction, the men and women who build our projects from the ground up balance artistry and skill with safe, quality construction. Their legacy reaches far beyond the physical structures they build, setting the stage for our clients to do what they do best. Together, we're building excellence.
Stop in Van Obels of Hollandtown before or after the game. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. Celebrate your high school team or make the holiday special with friends and family at Van Obels. Their menu is crafted from decades-old Van Obels recipes and served every Wednesday through Sunday with room to easily serve large groups for work, family reunions, and weddings up to 500. Join Van Obels for their famous fish fry, steaks, and their legendary family-style chicken. Van Obels of Hollandtown, treating your eating like family since 1848. Find out more at vanobels.com or find them on Facebook for updates. And our pregame show continues, and joining me is the Kimberly Papermakers head coach Dave LePesto, going to his 3rd year. And Coach LePesto, second game of the season for you. Obviously, pregame, or just before the interview, we're dealing a lot with injuries. How's that been going for you guys?
Well, every day it's been how many kids are we going to have for practice type situation. But our kids are, we're a deep team. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us. And we just have the next kid up. And they focus and they work hard and they put the effort in. And we just figure out who's going to be in there at the next time.
I guess depth, that's really where depth really pays off for your program.
It does. And we have lots of kids who are capable players. And this is their opportunity to have that chance to go out there and show, hey, I'm earning some time.
One game under the books. What did you guys learn in that game one?
We always play Brookfield's first game. It's Tyler's former player of mine when I coached at Preble, and I do it on purpose because he runs such a great zone. And that first game of the year, their zone is difficult to go against, and we dealt with it quite well. I was very happy with our points per possession. We were 1.1. Found a way to battle. We were down 8. Haley went out with a cramp. I thought she was going to be out too. And Reagan was in foul trouble, and we were down 8 with 4 minutes left, and executed extremely well down the line or down the stretch, and pulled out a 2-point win. Haley hit a bucket right with 3 seconds left, and They rimmed out a half-court shot that I thought for sure was going in, but it was really a good first game. It helps them and helps us, and I enjoy it.
How difficult is it this early start of the year? I mean, maybe 2 weeks of practice and then a
Yeah.
game, and now we're in FVA play.
Yeah, absolutely. This year was easier than last year. Last year we had 8 newcomers. This year we only had 2 newcomers, but then we had to cycle through what we had our plan A. We're on about plan W at this point.
Sure.
But it's really nice. The kids, it's been seamless. They know what we want. They know everything like that. So having 10 returning kids is really a godsend.
You got the Patriots from Appleton East tonight. What do you expect?
I expect them to be very good offensively. They can really shoot the basketball. You got to know where Sweeney is, Neubauer, you name it, you got to know where they're at. And they are well coached. They'll run a little zone, a little bit of man, so we got to be prepared for everything.
And I think, too, looking at the record can be deceiving.
Oh, yes.
Three high-quality teams they've
Yes.
played to open the season already. For them, Game 4, so that could make a little bit of difference.
Absolutely. They played down at the Kettle Moraine, played 2 really good teams, and then the first game of the year, anything can happen. They lost in overtime. So they're a dangerous team. We know that. They're very good, and we need to play well.
One last question, Dave. Obviously, FA every year, it's very, very great basketball league for girls basketball. What are you expecting this year?
It's the same thing. No off night. You got to go. You got to take care of business. You have to make sure that you defend well, because every team has somebody who can put the ball in the basket. You have to be able to do what you want to do. That's why we focus on us mainly. But you can't take anything for granted, and these kids don't. I mean, they want to go out there and compete, and it's our chance to get out, do what we do, compete the best that we can, and we'll see what the outcome is.
All right, best of luck tonight, and best
Thank
of luck
you.
this season. I'm sure we'll see you down the road, Coach.
You bet. Appreciate
All right,
it.
and when we return, we're going to have starting lineups. You're watching the video stream Game of the Week here on The Score. Cold weather is here. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system? If you're not sure, it may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system change. Better products, better people, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. For safety and comfort, visit betterhomeheatingandair.com today. For more information about quality Ream products, call today. You'll be glad you did.
Rolling over your 401k, changing jobs, or planning retirement? Matt Vandenboom and Mike Verstegen can help. They are certified financial planners serving businesses and families in the Fox Cities. Contact Vandenboom Verstegen Wealth Management today at 920-560-5600 or online at vvwealth.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or its affiliates.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
And welcome back to Kimberly High School, where tonight it's the start of the FVA Conference basketball season. Gary Berleski along with my partner Zach Morris. And Zach, hard to believe, but it's already basketball season.
Yeah, that it is, and it just surprises us every single year. It's not like we don't know on the schedule, but when you go through the football season and how everything will fall, and before you know it, the holiday season's here, and hey, it's the start of the basketball season.
And right now, Kimberly only played one game. They're 1-0. Appleton East 0-3, but against 3 very good teams. The story tonight's game, Zach, both teams decimated by injuries. I think it's only ironic that OSI, the Orthopedic Sports Institute of the Fox Valley, is our sponsor, because both teams really, really hit hard by injury so far early in the season.
Yeah, and both teams are going to be able to find out right out of the gates how well is your depth and your bench and how far can you go into it. And that's going to be a big point for both teams. Can you rely on these players later on the season? more playing time early on in the season can only benefit you.
And for Kimberly, they're going to be without star Kate McGinnis, Bentley Drought, and Claudia Assman tonight, all out. And then for Appleton East, Lily Newman's out with injury. We're going to be back, and we'll have starting lineups coming your way after this timeout.
At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow our clients across the country to bring their projects to life. In an ever-evolving industry that leans heavily on resourcefulness and hard work, our project teams take great pride in not only delivering successful projects, but in building lasting relationships with our clients and partners. Together, we are building excellence.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
Kelly Davies Homes Team, LPT Realty, your home where your kids start shooting hoops in the driveway and where a lifetime of memories are made. As a proud born and raised Kimberly resident, Kelly takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her team a call today. Start your own real estate journey. Kelly Davies is a certified Ramsey trusted agent with years of experience helping buyers, sellers, investors, and hundreds of transactions a year. Find Kelly Davies Home Team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com and give them a call today. Kelly Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics, and a special thanks to all of our sponsors tonight. Myron Construction, building excellence. OSI, our Orthopedic Sports Institute of the Fox Valley. Kelly Davies, as we just mentioned. Van Abels of Hollandtown. Better Home and Heating, Air Conditioning. And Vandeboom and Verstegen Wealth Management. Taking a look at our starting lineups tonight for Appleton East. Guard Ella Sweeney and Jenna Ott and Ava Schwan at the guard positions. Forward will be Ella Jazuski, and leading scorer will be Tori Neubauer, number 11 for Appleton East. For the Kimberly Papermakers, again, without three other top players in Bentley Drought, Kate McGinnis, and Claudia Osman. The starters tonight for the Kimberly Papermakers. As the starting lineups being introduced tonight here at Kimberly High School. And there they are. Thanks, Zach. Our starters for Kimberly: Emily Urban, Kennedy Eben, Haley Doulis, Eva Van Vonderen, and Reagan Krieger, the starting five for the Kimberly Papermakers. As I mentioned, both teams early on hit very hard by injuries. And as you heard from both coaches, it's just, Zach, something in high school sports, you got to deal with it, and basically next person up.
It's all you can do. And again, like I mentioned earlier, the fact that you can get a lot of experience for tonight, and that's what both teams are going to be looking forward to, is how far can you look at your bench and feel that, hey, we can feel pretty confident and use these players down the road. And that's where you can get these learning curves out early in the year. It's one thing where you're healthy for a good portion of the year, and then teams that run into these issues, let's say late January into February, and you have depth players that are not used to this situation. It's all about having nice times to learn and just get ready for the rest of the season.
Well, jumping at center will be Reagan Krieger for Kimberly and Tori Neubauer for Appleton East. And a special thanks to Ryan McGinnis and Kimberly High School for allowing us to broadcast tonight's OSI video stream game of the week. Appleton East with the tip. They will get the first possession of the night. Out at the left wing, back on top to Jazuski. Kimberly in a man-to-man defense, and there's a steal. Kennedy Eben with the steal, and she goes coast to coast for the layup. The first 2 points of the night for the Kimberly Papermakers. A little full court press for Kimberly, handled nicely by Appleton East. Three-pointer up and good for Jenna Ott. Ott with her first shot of the night and first three to give the Patriots a 3-2 lead. Appleton East also employing a man-to-man defense.
And this is a great job by the Patriots, just being able to make up for that early steal. So now you're right back into it.
Urban on the dribble, off high to Krieger. Krieger, nice move all the way strong to the hoop with the left hand. Reagan Krieger, her first two of the night for 3 Papermakers. And East doing a really nice job early on defeating the full court pressure. Jazuski back to Ott. Ott left wing right where she hit the three-pointer just a few seconds ago, looking for a screen from Ava Schwann. Back to Jazuski. Jazuski guarded by Krieger. Back to Neubauer. Neubauer definitely a three-point threat. She's going to be fouled on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up for Tori Neubauer. Foul called on Reagan Krieger. Her first team for Kimberly. Neubauer, one of the returning stars for Appleton East, leading the team in scoring early on. Also the leading rebounder. Excellent free throw shooter as she converts both to make it 5-4 Appleton East with the lead. Nice drive, going to be cut off by Doulis. Doulis back to to number 14, Kennedy Eben. Long three-pointer. Ava Van Adren with the 3. Makes it 7-5, Kimberly. Again, Appleton East doing a good job breaking the pressure. Schwann with the pass. Nice pass inside. The layup up and good for Ella Sweeney. Nice offense there, Zach, by the Patriots to tie this at 7.
Yeah, I know Coach Passion mentioned the fact that they may have to slow down their offense, but right now, after that possession, they look like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, both teams excellent start offensively. And there you see a hard foul by Ella Jazuski, but Reagan Krieger up, no harm. She will shoot 2 free throws. 15:34 to go here in the first half. And again, excellent offense for both teams. As 15 points already here in just a few minutes. Krieger trying to make it back-to-back free throws. Her 4th point of the night. Nothing but net for Reagan. 9-7. Kimberly with the lead. Sweeney breaking the pressure. Three-pointer up for Jenna Ott is good. Another three-pointer for the Patriots. They take a 1-point lead, 10-9. Appleton East 2 for 2.
I mean, right now for the Patriots, they're running their offense like how they normally do, and that's a nice thing to see with these replacements.
Krieger's moved to the hoop, cut off by Jazuski now with the left hand. Left-handed shot, no good. Jazuski there for the rebound. Off to Jenna Ott. Ott bringing it up court for Appleton East, who holds that 1-point lead, 10-9. Neubauer at the top of the key between the circles. Eva Schwann, 3 up, no good. Nice job boxing out by Kennedy Eben, and she was fouled on the rebound by Ella Sweeney. Good fundamentals there by Eben with the box out, and checking in for Appleton East will be Amelia Montmarquette for Appleton East. Amelia, a 5'9" freshman, the lone freshman on Appleton East. Patriots up 1. And a steal by Appleton East and brought back by the Papermakers. And another steal, a little bit sloppy there as Jazuski brings it down to Montmarquette. Neubauer to Jenna Ott. Ott's three-pointer in and out. Heartbreaker for the Patriots. That was halfway down, popped back out. Urban on the dribble, cut off. Back to Krieger. Van Vonderen, who hit a three earlier, looking for the drive. Nice up and under, but no good. Neubauer with the rebound for the Patriots. 14 minutes to go. Appleton East still with that 1 point lead at 10-9. Neubauer guarded closely by Van Vonderen. Nice pass inside to Schwann. Schwann blocked by number 34, Ava Van Vonderen. And Vonderen doing a nice job throwing it off the East player, as she will check out after that excellent defensive effort for Ava. Now the Papermakers trying to regain the lead here, down one. Just over 13 and a half minutes to go here in the first half.
Well, yeah, in the first 2 minutes we saw a lot of scoring by both teams, but now in the last 2 minutes, not a whole lot.
Krieger on the drive all the way to the hoop, and she's going to get a reach-in foul, I believe, on Ava Schwann. Third team foul for Patriots. Aubrey Erickson coming to check in for Jazuski. Brian Passion using his bench tonight. A couple reserves already in there. Krieger inside. Krieger trying to, the left-hand shot, no good. Neubauer there for the rebound. Out on the dribble, penetration cut off. Still with the dribble. Erickson knocked away near the half-court line. Number 4, Kendall Brocktrop in for the Papermakers. Kendall, a sophomore forward for Kimberly. And that ball's poked away and stolen by Urban. Urban going to take it all the way coast to coast for the Papermakers, as they give the Papermakers a 1 point lead. Nice defensive effort there by Urban with the steal and the hoop.
That's 4 points off fast breaks for the Papermakers.
And Neubauer with a three-pointer, no good. Nice board by Dulis. Here comes Urban. Urban, three-pointer up and good for Haley Dulis. Kimberly with their biggest lead of the game at 14-10. Quick 5-0 run for the Papermakers. Ott almost answers, but again, another in and out for Appleton East. One and done for the Patriots with Kimberly. Dribble penetration by Eben. Swing that one around. Another open three short. And Urban, for the rebound for the Papermakers. Looks like the Patriots going into a 2-1-2 zone defense, switching up from their earlier man-to-man. See how the Papermakers attack this. Krieger on Neubauer. And nearly stolen by Erickson. Wide open three-pointer, no good. Jenna Ott with the rebound. She's going to take it herself. Out to Mont Marquette. Back to Neubauer. Neubauer's three-pointer. Back iron, no good. Brocktrop with the rebound. Here come the Papermakers. Nice pass inside to Kendall Brocktrop, and we're going to get a double dribble. And a couple Papermakers checking back in. First time tonight we're going to see Ayla Roche, and also coming back in is Ava Van Vonderen. And Jajuski checking back in for the Papermakers. 11:08 to go here in the first half. It's the Papermakers leading Appleton East 14-10. Mont Marquette on the dribble. She gets it out to Elena Neubauer, who's checked in for the first time tonight. Neubauer, a nice pass to Mont Marquette. Off to Neubauer, wide open three-pointer. Again, in and out. Third three-pointer for the Patriots that have just not fallen. Getting good looks. It's all Coach Passion can ask for. And then the strong move to the hoop by Krieger makes it 16-10 for Kimberly.
Yeah, just tough luck right now for the Patriots.
And again, strong defense by Emily Urban. And checking in will be Kylie Verbaco, 6'1" sophomore forward. So both teams definitely using the bench tonight, trying to keep these players fresh as possible. Tori Neubauer dishes it wide. Shot blocked. Off Erickson with the three-pointer blocked. But here come the Papermakers. Van Vodren. Back to Rabako. Emily Urban. Good defense. Nearly stolen. Three-pointer up and good for Kylie Verbako. 10-0 run now here for Kimberly as they take their biggest lead of the night at 19-10. You know, the three-pointers falling for Kimberly and just in and out almost every time for Appleton East.
Yeah, the Patriots are just having a hard time getting their offense on track. Early on, it was starting to click, but it's just been going on for about 5-6 minutes with no points.
Yeah, and credit Kimberly's defense has really stepped up. Coach Dave Lepesto encouraging his team and checking out as Emily Urban, who brought a spark as we speaking defensively, as Kennedy Eben checks back in for the Papermakers. Eben on the dribble, back to Rosh. Rosh inside, nice pass to Van Vodren. Good defense and nice rebound by Jajewski. Marquette brings it to Neubauer. Neubauer on the drive. Nice little turnaround jumper for Tori Neubauer. Finally gets off that 10-point schneid, 19-12. Kimberly with the lead. Breaks a little drought there for the Papermakers. Verbako cross-court pass to Brocktrup. Inside, they're looking for Van Vondren, and she is fouled on the play. Looks like Tori Neubauer is going to get her first. 4th team. Ava Van Vondren shooting 2 for Kimberly. First is up and good. Ella Sweeney checking back in for Tori Neubauer, who gets her first break of the night. And second free throw by Van Vondren, no good. Here come the Patriots down 8. 8:40 to go here in the first half. Sweeney guarded closely, but a little too closely. Little hand check by Kennedy Eben. Second team foul, first for Eben. Marquette between the circles. Right-handed dribble guarded by Brocktrup to Jajewski. Looking inside, nothing there. Swing it around to Neubauer. Tough shot in and out. Jajewski there for the rebound. Left-handed putback is good for Ella Jajewski. And we're going to get a timeout. 2014, Kimberly with the lead. We'll be back after this timeout. Stop in Van Abels of Hollandtown before or after the game. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Celebrate your high school team or make the holiday special with friends and family at Van Abels. Their menu is crafted from decades old Van Abels recipes and served every Wednesday through Sunday with room to easily serve large groups for your work parties, family reunions, and weddings up to 500 people. Join Van Abels for their famous fish fry, steaks, and legendary family-style chicken. Van Abels of Hollandtown, treating your eating like family since 1848. Find out more at vanabels.com or find them on Facebook for updates.
Rolling over your 401k, changing jobs, or planning retirement, Matt Vandenboom and Mike Van Stigen can help. They are certified financial planners serving businesses and families in the Fox Cities. Contact Van Boom Verstegen Wealth Management today at 920-560-5600, 920-560-5600, or online at vvwealth.com. Security offers through LPL Financial and Insurance Property Products offered through LPL Financials or its affiliates.
And we are back, and pass nearly stolen by Appleton East. 20-14, Papermakers with the lead. There we get a steal. Ella Sweeney with the theft. She brings it up court. Sweeney at the free throw, turns around, 15-footer, rolls out. Nice board by Reagan Krieger. He's getting a lot of good looks, just not falling right now. And long three-pointer off the rim for Van Vonderen. Papermakers with the offensive rebound. They're going to start a new cycle. Eben swings it around. Back to Van Vonderen. Three-pointer off the rim. Nice rebound and stolen by Appleton East as East on the run. Down 6. Sweeney on the dribble. To Elena Neubauer. Back to Sweeney. Sweeney calling out directions here for her team. Back to Elena Neubauer. Going to have to get rid of it quickly. Near steal and knocked out of bounds by Kennedy Eben. And back in for Kimberly is Haley Dulis. And Appleton East also bringing in a couple players. Ava Schwann back in along with Jenna Ott. Jazuski, nice up and around, but a little too strong on the reverse layup. Eben back to the top of the key. Three-pointer up and good for Eva Van Vonderen. As the Papermakers take a 23-14 lead over Appleton East. Three-pointers falling for Kimberly. Really the difference of the game, Zach. East getting a lot of good looks at three, but just not falling.
Yeah, that's the big thing for the Papermakers, to continue to make threes. As for the Patriots, they're getting, as you mentioned, opportunities, and maybe just have to work a little bit more on this offense. Granted, both teams are missing players.
And a block, but we're going to get a foul called on Reagan Krieger. And Van Vonderen, we mentioned 7 points. He's got a couple three-pointers.
And Appleton East was able to just play well in the first 2 minutes, and that's what built their little lead, and then it just vanished when their offense went silent.
Erickson at the free throw line shooting 2. Krieger and Eben checking out. Brocktrup back in. Also, Vieta Susek getting her first action of the night. And Jazuski there with the rebound and put back good for Appleton East.
You can overlook 2 missed free throws when you're able to get the putback on that second one.
So the Patriots hanging in there. A little cold shooting. Nice effort by Ella Jazuski, 6-foot junior forward, who's been presence inside so far.
And the bigger part is it's still the first half. You still have time to just stay in this game. Just keep this deficit in the single digits if you're the Patriots.
Brocktrup looking inside to Dulis. Dulis back to Emily Urban. Back to Dulis. Kimberly being patient in the zone, and Appleton East is a runner up and no good, but a nice strong putback for Van Vonderen. Her 9th point of the night. Just nice backdoor pass. And again, a shot that just falls in and out, but credit Erickson fighting hard. Ott with the three-pointer. Again, no good. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Steve Lepesto. 30-second timeout. Kimberly leading Appleton East 25-16. Cold weather is here. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system? If you're not sure, it may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system changed. Better products, better people, better home heating and air conditioning. A division of Central Temperature for safety and comfort. Visit betterhomeheatingandair.com today for more information about quality Ream products. Call today. You'll be glad you did.
Especially with this colder air in town.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I know a lot of people are realizing if their furnace needs to be checked out, be sure to call Better home heating and air conditioning.
They're absolutely right with the first sentence. Cold weather is here for people here in the Fox Valley. Just under 5 minutes to go. Kimberly with the 9-point lead and possession of the ball, looking inside to Dulis. Dulis up and under, a little bit strong. Jazuski there for the rebound. Ott bringing it up on the dribble for Appleton East. Crossover back to the free throw line. Still a drive. No foul called on the play. The steal by the Papermakers. Here comes Van Vonderen. Her shot off the back of the rim. No good. Dulis there for the rebound and knocked out of bounds by the Patriots. As checking in for Kimberly will be number 21, Sydney Wolfel, and number 14, Kennedy Eben back into the game for the Papermakers. Urban back to Dulis. Appleton East still in the zone defense. Started man, but have switched over. Sort of slow down this Kimberly offense just a little bit. Urban three-pointer not there. Gets it back to Dulis. Dulis between the circles. Bounce pass to Urban. Urban to Eben. Knocked away and a steal by the Patriots. And we're going to get a foul from behind. Number 14 for Kimberly. That'll be Kennedy Eben. Her second. Fourth team, so both teams still 3 fouls away from the bonus with 3:46 to go here at Kimberly High School. 25-16, Papermakers with the lead.
And the Patriots are doing what they need to do to stay within single digits and just hope a basket or two falls in, especially an open three.
Jazuski, nice drive again. Good shot, just not able to fall for Appleton East. They're getting the shots they want, just not converting. In a strong mood, and Neubauer with the nice block from behind. Tori Neubauer, 6-foot senior forward, swats that one into the bleachers.
For the Papermakers, though, they can go on one more scoring run. You're going to have a nice lead going into halftime. They just need to see if they can get those threes going down at a rapid-fire pace that they had earlier.
Dulis back to Eben. Urban with the long three-pointer off the back of the rim. Nice rebound, knocked away. Dulis gets control. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. Jazuski with the foul. Coach Dave LaPesto looking for a shooting foul, but foul called on the floor. So inbounds play for the Papermakers. Ayla Rush back in for Kimberly. As they swing it around, Dulis drives, knocked away, stolen by Montmarquette. Montmarquette on the dribble to Jazuski, back to Ott. Ott with the left-handed dribble, down low Jazuski. Nice job by Dulis to cut her off. Montmarquette, bounce pass to Schwann. Schwann with the dribble penetration. Nearly stolen, but nice job by Eva Schwann. Keeps control and gets to 25-18. Papermakers within 7 here. 2.5 minutes to go.
It's weird how you get that kind of basket to fall, and then the wide open shots are just not falling tonight for the Patriots.
Yeah, they've had a lot of good looks here in the first half, and at least 3 3-pointers that rolled in and out. Tough shot there by Dulis, brought down by Appleton East. Montmarquette on the transition. Her layup is no good. Rosh with the rebound. Bringing it up to Urban. Urban swings it across to Brocktrup. Back across to Rosh to Dulis. Appleton East switching over back to the man-to-man defense here. Long three-pointer up and good for Kendall Brocktrup. 10-point lead again for the Papermakers. Yeah, Kimberly definitely shooting the three ball better tonight than the Patriots. That's really the difference here with that 10-point margin. 1.5 minutes to go. Ott on the dribble, guarded by Rosh. Ott with a crossover, back to Jazuski. Guarded by Dulis, looking inside, nothing there. Patriots being patient. Ott with the three-pointer, short, front rim, knocked down. Neubauer with the rebound, and it's nearly stolen, but Ott with the three-pointer, and again, unable to fall as Brochtrup with the rebound, but touched last by the Papermakers. So we got under a minute to go. 59.7 seconds to go. Marquette tracks that one down. Left-handed dribble to Ott. Ott back to Tori Neubauer. Neubauer guarded by Dulis. And they're doing a nice job on Tori tonight. She's got 4 points. Erickson with the dribble. Looking for a little bit of help. Getting to that point now, Zach. We'll see if they stay for one shot. Marquette guarded. Well, Ott will pick up the three, way short, and we're going to get an air ball. And a lot of the three-pointers been right on, but that was the first really poor miss for Appleton East. Reagan Krieger back in with 2 fouls, though, playing the offense now here. Coach Lepesto calling for one shot here. 12 seconds to go. Urban on the dribble, getting a screen from Krieger. Back to Dulis, looking inside to Krieger. Knocked away, stolen by Neubauer. Here comes Tori Neubauer. At the buzzer, shot no good, and we have played one half of basketball where Kimberly leads Appleton East by a score of 28-18. Offensively, Zach started well for both teams, but really Kimberly had one little bit of run, but after a really fast start by the Patriots, they really struggled offensively, but maybe also credit the Papermakers defense.
Yeah, and that's the big thing, too, when you look at for the Papermakers, that they're continuing to find themselves into situations where they're making these baskets, unlike for the Patriots. Wide open shots, we saw that. Another open three right before the half and just missing. And this has been that issue for the Papermakers in this first half. Granted, we've seen games where it completely flips in the second half where maybe it's the rim. We don't know. People always wonder that. Where all of a sudden now, okay, maybe the Patriots get onto a scoring frenzy and you see the Papermakers slow down a little bit. Once you see that first half of play, especially with a couple backups playing more times than they usually do, these halftime adjustments can play a huge role in the second half.
Yeah, and again, if you're Kimberly, you're up 10, but Appleton East, even though they're 1-3, excuse me, all 3 losses have been close, and they've battled right down to the wire in all 3 games. So expect a lot of fight for the Patriots.
And that is huge, as you mentioned, because if you're close, hey, that means the second half will be quite interesting against the Patriots.
Alrighty, let's play a special thanks to Kelly Davies' home team. Kelly Davies' Homes team, LPT Realty, your home where your kids start shooting hoops in the driveway and where a lifetime of memories are made. Kelly's a proud born and raised Kimberly resident. She takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her team a call today. Start your own real estate journey. Kelly Davies is a certified Ramsey trusted agent with years of experience helping buyers, sellers, investors, and hundreds of transactions a year. Find Kelly Davies Homes team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com and give them a call today. Kelly Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics. Once again.
For the second consecutive year, Orthopedic and Sports Institute of the Fox Valley has been selected as winner of the prestigious Best of the Valley Award in Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'd like to thank our patients and our communities of the Fox Valley for your trust and support. Your stories inspire our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care and orthopedic excellence. Experience the difference of OSI today. Call 920-560-1000 to schedule and discover why we're the best in the Valley.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation. and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Stop in Van Abels of Hollandtown after the game. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Celebrate your high school team or make the holiday special with friends and family at Van Abels. Their menu is crafted from decades-old Van Abels recipes and served every Wednesday through Sunday, with room to easily serve large groups for a Christmas work party, family reunions, and weddings up to 500 people. Join Van Abels for their famous fish fry, steaks, and legendary family-style chicken. Van Abels of Hollandtown, treating your eating like family since 1848. Find out more at vanabels.com or find them on Facebook for updates. It's the half, 28-18. Kimberly with the lead over the Patriots. Gary Burleski along with Zach Morris, our first video stream basketball game of the year. We have a busy schedule on both the girls and boys side, Zach, and I think the neat thing about what we do is the basketball here in the Fox Valley, really one of the best in the state.
Yeah, and we give you a preview for our next game, which will be next Friday, December 13th. And this is important because this is a girls-boys basketball doubleheader with the Hornville Polar Bears right here against the Kimberly Papermakers. Get the girls game and then the boys. So 2 big games next Friday before you know it. And hey, every week goes by, the season starts to fade away. We talk about that for high school football. Basketball is the same way, because once you get into January, late January, you're starting to talk about the playoffs. Before you know it, the seedings are out, and you're like, oh, we're already in the first round.
It does go fast. The boys, I think, tip off tonight. A lot of the area boys teams in action. The girls, as we mentioned, this is the 4th game for Appleton East. They were in Kettle Moraine over Thanksgiving weekend for the Kettle Moraine Thanksgiving Classic. Papermakers, on the other hand, only their 2nd game. They was season winner over Brookfield East, a traditional, as Coach Lepesto talked about, a traditional opening game for the girls squad because of a relationship that Coach Lepesto has with a former player. They now the head coach at Brookfield East. So yeah, the boys basketball getting underway tonight. We'll have a busy schedule both here on the video stream game of the week and also on our radio on AM 1570, 95.3 The Score.
Yeah, and this is going to be we've seen this first half, and this is, again, the first conference game for both teams. So you're playing a team that you played twice last year and twice every year, but it's different when you're playing these players that you normally have seen every single season. So there's jitters, too, in the first game. But now that second half, it's about what are these adjustments that both teams are making. As we mentioned earlier, they're missing players for both teams with injuries being hit early. How is that next adjustment and that bench? I mean, we got to see both benches get used quite often early in that first half, and I think we'll see the same in the second.
Yeah, I had the opportunity, and again, a special thank you to both head coaches. It was a pleasure talking to Coach Dave Lepesto from Kimberly and Brian Passion from Appleton East, and we certainly addressed the injuries, and they were very forthcoming on both teams. Kimberly especially hit hard. Bentley Drott, who could be back soon. The big injury, Kate McGinnis, she is headed to Belmont on a basketball scholarship. She got hurt after the first practice of the year with knee injury. She's scheduled to start running soon, and I think Coach Lepesto really hoping down the road Kate will be back. And then Claudia Osman the other day in practice turned her ankle, so she is sitting out. But Coach Lepesto believes that will be a short-term injury. So 3 key losses tonight for the Papermakers. And then for Appleton East, they lost Lily Newmans, who came in, one of the 3 senior returning starters, averaging 9 points a game. She sprained her ankle, and that might be a little more serious long-term. Coach Passion's playing that one cautiously. So, this is, again, where depth really really has to pay off, Zach.
Yep, and this is where you get to learn early on and get these big minutes early in the season to help you push you through the rest of the regular season in case you have to rely on these players even more down the road.
And we've seen both teams use, especially Kimberly, I think, played 9-10 players today. Appleton East, I think, used 7 or 8. So definitely using the bench, and they're going to have to as they, get some of these starters back. But a great opportunity, those, for somebody who probably wasn't expecting to get a lot of playing time or maybe more of a bench role thrust into that starting lineup.
Exactly.
And again, a special thank you to our sponsors and Better Home Heating and Cooling. Cold weather is here, and sure is. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system? If you're not sure, it may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system changed. Better products, better people, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, a division of Central Temperature. For safety and comfort, visit betterhomeheatingandair.com today. For more information about quality Ream products, call today. You'll be glad you did.
Rolling over your 401k, changing jobs, or planning retirement, Matt Vandenboom and Mike Verstegen can help. They are certified financial planners serving businesses and families in the Fox Cities. Contact Vandenboom Verstegen Wealth Management today at 920-560-5600 or online at vvwealth.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or its affiliates.
And we are just seconds away from second half action as the Papermakers take a 10-point lead over Appleton East, 28-18. Gary Bileski along with Zach Morris, the debut for both teams in FVA play this year. As mentioned, Kimberly coming in with a 1-0 record, Appleton East at 0-3. The Papermakers with the ball to start the second half. Krieger with the pull-up, no good. Nice rebound by Sweeney as she is fouled on the play. First team foul. Oh, correction. I'm going to foul on
the Patriots. It's a rough first foul.
And there was a steal, and it'll be Sweeney wide open in the court for the layup. And that one falls in. Maybe that'll be a sign of things to come for Appleton East, getting a friendly roll there. 20,
All right,
20.
So the foul works out if you can do that every time. You get a fast break.
I thought it was on Kimberly. Long three-pointer, no good. Krieger with the rebound and nearly stolen. 4 players hit the floor. We're going to get a jump ball change of arrow possession going to Appleton East. And nice job by the Kimberly band who entertained us in the pregame and first half, and now they are done for the night. Great job by the Papermakers pep band, creating that atmosphere here at Kimberly High School. Second half just underway. Patriots with the first 2 points of the half and have possession on the dribble to Neubauer. Neubauer looking inside, nothing there. Back to Schwann. Inside to Sweeney. Sweeney, little turnaround jumper, nothing but net. Quick 4-0 run to start the half for the Patriots. Head coach Brian Passion on his feet, applauding the effort of his girls to get a quick run here to start the second half.
And that's very important because they were able to do this early in the first half before they had that lull in scoring. But if they get able to maintain that offensive drive, they'll be able to continue to hang in there with the Patriots.
Oh, Krieger, strong move to the hoop for Reagan Krieger, the senior forward. Strong move with the left hand.
And that's what the Papermakers needed, just be able to put some points on the board to match what East has been doing.
And we're going to get a jump ball. Change of possession back this time to Kimberly. The Papermakers up 8, 30-22.
Did not see a jump. I don't recall a jump ball in the first half, so it's interesting to see back-to-back.
Urban with the jumper. Urban and the Papermakers answer the 4-0 run by the Patriots with their own 4-0 run, back to a 10-point margin here for the Papermakers. Sweeney to Schwann. Schwann guarded closely by Urban. Back to Ott. Looking inside for Neubauer, nothing there. Jazuski cross-court pass to Sweeney. Tight defense by Kennedy Eben. Van Vonderen with the pressure defense. A lot of reaching. That time by Kennedy Eben, no call. Officials letting him play. Runner off the board, no good for Sweeney. Here come the Papermakers on transition. Urban, turnaround jumper with the left hand. Nice move by Emily Urban. 6-0 run for the Papermakers, up 12, their biggest lead of the night. Tori Neubauer up and under, blocked by Eben. Again, here come the Papermakers. Urban, 4 straight points for Kimberly. Krieger, shot blocked that time. Nice job defensively by Neubauer, off to Sweeney. And we're going to get a foul there. A little too much contact by Ava Van Vonderen. 14:34 to go here in the second half. Appleton East started the half 4-0 run, but Kimberly quickly answered 6-0 on their own. Sweeney at the free throw line, knocked away. 2-on-1 for the Papermakers. Going coast to coast is Doulis, and she will be fouled on the shot by Tori Neubauer. I believe that's be Tori's second. First team for Appleton East. Aubrey Erickson ready to check in for the Patriots. See if she comes in for Tori with those 2 fouls. Free throw up and good.
This is where the Papermakers offense continues to show off what they did in the first half, being able to continue to build on this lead.
And Doulis makes them both. 5 points on the night so far for Haley Doulis, sophomore forward. Only a couple seniors for Kimberly, a young team, and 2 of those seniors, Bentley Trout and Kate McGinnis, right now out with injury, and then the other one, Regan Krieger, who has had a nice start of the 24-25 season for Kimberly. Neubauer with a 3-shot, blocked over the back, and we're going to get a foul. Nice effort by Krieger, but over the back is Jazuski. Unfortunately for Reagan, that'll be her 3rd. Good effort. Just went over the back. I think Kimberly fans hoping for the call to go the other way. Inbounds.
As most fans do.
Absolutely. And pretty move by Tori Neubauer. 36-24, Kimberly with the lead. 13:59 to go here in the first half. Kelly Davies Homes team, LPT Realty, your home, where your kids start shooting hoops in the driveway and where a lifetime of memories are made. As a proud born and raised Kimberly resident, Kelly takes special pride in connecting local buyers and sellers to their future home. Give her team a call today. Start your real estate journey. Kelly Davies is a certified Ramsey trusted agent with years of experience helping buyers, sellers, investors, and hundreds of transactions a year. Find Kelly Davies Homes team on Facebook at kellydavieshomes.com and give them a call today. Kelly Davies, proud supporter of Kimberly Athletics.
And Kimberly off to a great start in this second half, already with a 12-point lead with just under 14 minutes to go. This is how you want to start the season, your conference play at home.
Yeah, and especially as I mentioned, really depleted, but I think this is, a great opportunity for, which Coach Lepesta talked about too, is, the next man up mentality, and they have really really gelled well early on, the Kimberly Papermakers, without 3 of their top players tonight. And despite that, still a 12-point lead here with just under 14 minutes to go in the game. Papermakers with the ball. Emily Urban, junior guard, bringing it up. She passes it off to Haley Doulis. Appleton East back to the zone defense. Started man both the game in the second half, but now going back to the zone. See if they can slow down the Papermakers here. Cross-court pass nearly stolen by Erickson. Eben back to Urban. Urban with the right-handed dribble. Bounce pass to Doulis. Inside back to Urban. Urban swings it around to Eben. Doulis with the drive and the foul on number 23, Ella Jazuski, for the Patriots. Haley Doulis shooting 2. And the first is up and good for Kimberly. 37-24. Papermaker's been excellent from the charity stripe tonight. Now their biggest lead of the game at 14, 38-24. Sweeney, strong drive. Nice left-handed layup for Ella Sweeney. Sophomore guard, 38-26. Papermaker. Sweeney's done a nice job here in the second half.
Yeah, you forget that this game was only a 6-point difference to start out with a 4-0 run with the Patriots, but Papermaker's doing a great job continuing to just have this constant offensive flow.
Doulis with the 3. Banks it in. The bank is open on a Tuesday night here at Kimberly. She'll take that. Not exactly planned, I'm sure, but hey, nice reverse pivot. Short jumper, though, not falling for Tori Neubauer. Here come the Papermakers, up 15. Van Vonderen off to Eben. Eben back to Van Vonderen to Doulis. Long three-pointer, nothing but net for Van Vonderen. This game's starting to get away from the Patriots thanks to some sharp shooting by the Papermakers. Ella Sweeney, though, answers again. Strong move to the hoop. 44-28. Kimberly up by 16. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the game.
And Sweeney up to 10 points tonight.
Yeah, the first Patriot in double digits. Doulis and Van Vonderen 10 and 12 respectively. Long three-pointer by Doulis, no good. And the rebound brought down by Sweeney. I don't know if you're Appleton East now. All you can do, Zach, chip away at the lead.
You never know what can happen once you get within 5 minutes. If you can get it within 5 points without 2 minutes to go, you can take that opportunity.
Especially with the three-point shot. You can certainly cut into the margins in a really quick time, and we're going to get a foul by number 3, Emily Urban, and a trio of Papermakers and number 24, Alina Neubauer, checking in for Appleton East.
But the toughest point when you have these massive comebacks is it's not just offensively how you have to be more crucial in those shots. It's also your defense, because you also need to make sure your opponent doesn't score as well.
Backdoor cut defended nicely by the Papermakers, so they swing it back up top. Sweeney thought about it, dishes it back to Mont Marquette. Mont Marquette, her little runner off the rim, no good. Brought down by Verbakel. Emily Urban calling out the signals for the Papermakers. Guarded closely by Erickson. Bounce pass knocked out of bounds off the leg of Ayla Roche. Turnover gives the Papermakers the ball back. Number 3, Jenna Ott back into the game for the Patriots. Ella Sweeney going to get a much-deserved break. She's had a nice second half. Keep the Patriots in this one. Runner off the board, no good. Nice putback, missed by Elena Neubauer. Papermakers with the rebound.
Yeah, it's a tough break for the East Patriots right now. The fact that there were 2 opportunities in back-to-back possessions, you could have had 4 points.
And a nice job defensively by Mont Marquette with the steal. Mont Marquette in the open court. Her shot knocked down, but she's going to be fouled by number 35, Kalia Verbako. Amelia Mont Marquette getting her first opportunity at the charity stripes. The lone freshman for Appleton East, 5'9" freshman guard. Her first free throw gets a friendly roll for Amelia. And that one nothing but net. 14-point lead here now for the Papermakers. Still a lot of time, just under 10 minutes to go here at Kimberly. Rosh bounce pass back to Krieger. Oh, that's going to be a travel. No, they didn't call it. I thought it was a travel, and then we're going to get a frustration foul by Reagan, who I believe that'll be her 4th foul. Or you see that a lot, Zach, where person misses a layup and they get frustrated and a little extra contact, and so that'll be her fourth foul in the night.
Yeah, break there for Appleton East.
Yeah, I think actually Krieger did a pretty good job with that pivot foot. A couple big steps. Erickson, pass nearly thrown away. Ott at the free throw line. Bounce pass inside of Erickson. Oh, bounces right to Neubauer, but she can't make the chip shot. Again, another good look for Appleton East, but just not able to fall tonight. Just the shots are there. They're getting a lot of good looks, just not putting them in the basket. Urban, strong to the hoop, no good. Mont Marquette with the rebound. Mont Marquette bringing it up. Going to now slow it down. Jenna thought about it. Tori Neubauer, three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. One and done for the Patriots. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Dave Lepesto. It's a 60-second. That gives us an opportunity. Once again, talk about Van Abel's. And what a place to eat. One of the best restaurants in the area. Stop in Van Abel's of Hollandtown before or after the game. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Celebrate your high school team or make the holiday special with friends and family at Van Abel's. Their menu is crafted from decades-old Van Abel's recipes and served every Wednesday through Sunday with room to easily serve large groups for work, family reunions, and weddings up to 500. Join Van Abel's for their famous fish fry, steaks, and legendary, it is legendary, family-style chicken with all the sides. Van Abel's of Hollandtown, treating your eating like family since 1848. Find out more at vanabels.com and find them on Facebook for updates. And for somebody who hasn't eaten dinner, that's a tough read because it makes me want Van Abel's right now, even though they're not open until tomorrow.
That is difficult. Well, the thing is, that was a crucial timeout for the Papermakers because Kimberly's offense right now has just been stalled and nothing's really falling in. And there's been opportunities now for the Patriots that they could just make a couple of those baskets. This game could have been tightened up. There were at least 8 points left on the board right now for the East Patriots, where this could be a 6-point game. So if you're the Papermakers, you have to start putting some points on the board and just don't lull your way into this game because you're giving opportunities for the Patriots to come right back.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Brian Passion for Appleton East, you've gotten the looks tonight. They just haven't been able to fall. I mean, they're running their offense very, very well. It's just you just got to do a better job of putting the basket. I'm sure that'll come here for the Patriots. Kimberly with the ball, up 14 here, nearing the 8-minute mark. I think right now you'll see patience by the Papermakers, and that's probably one of the messages Coach Lepesto talked about, being patient, work for the good shots, take care of the basketball, and almost as I said that, nearly stolen. Urban pull-up 15-footer, in and out, no good. And we're going to get a foul on the floor by Verbako as Ella Jazeski fouled on the play.
And the most important part, that is the team's 6th foul now on the Papermakers. So now you have East will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
That's a good point. And Appleton East with only 2 fouls right now, so something to certainly pay attention to as number 12, Marquette hands it off to Schwan. Schwan back to Ott. I'm going to give it to Erickson. Erickson looking for some help. Gets it to Jazeski. Jazeski going to be called for a foul as she was up and shooting. So 2 free throws coming for Ella, 6-foot junior forward, who's done a nice job inside here for the Patriots this evening. First free throw, nothing but net for Ella, 44-31 within 13. Again, a lot of time left still with 7:39 to go here in the game, and that one rattles in. 44-32. Kimberly, Appleton East trying to encourage their defense to get another stop and try to make this, maybe cut it to 10, maybe 9 with a 3-pointer. Duelist double team coming out. Urban knocked out of bounds by Schwan. You can almost feel the defensive intensity, Zach, picking up here for the Patriots.
Yeah, and this is the reason, too, because right now the offense has just not worked for the Papermakers, and baskets are starting to become really difficult to get. Other than a few three-pointers early on in the second half, there's been not much going for Kimberly.
Got a Susek, freshman guard, in here at crunch time, and nearly thrown out. Nice job by Van Vonderen to save that one. Urban now going to bring it out. A little more double teaming we're seeing here with this zone defense coming up a little bit higher. And we're going to get a reach-in foul by, I believe, number 5, Aubrey Erickson, sophomore guard for the Patriots. As Krieger and Evan back checking in for Kimberly. Again, now we're going to quick foul again on the Patriots. Still only their 4th team foul. Kimberly is now with 7, so next foul will put, by the Papermakers, will put Appleton East in the bonus. Van Vonderen to Krieger. Krieger back out top. Long 3-pointer by Duelis, in and out, no good. Jazeski with the rebound, and they're going to get a timeout by head coach Brian Passion, as a couple of players will be checking in for Appleton East. And it gives us an opportunity to say, cold weather is here. How much confidence do you have in your home heating system? If you're not sure, it may be time to contact our friends at Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning and ask about their Ream line of products. Don't wait until you have no heat. Now's the time to get that questionable system change. Better products, better people, Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning. A division of Central Temperature for safety and comfort. Visit betterhomeheatingandair.com today for more information about quality Ream products. Call today. You'll be glad you did. 6:43 to go here in the game. Kimberly up 12. Appleton East with the basketball. Try to get it with a basket here. Back to 10, maybe 9. We'll see what they can do. Sweeney on the dribble, looking for help. Neubauer, wide open 3-pointer. There it is. Tori Neubauer drains the 3. All of a sudden, a 9-point game for the Papermakers at 44-35. I believe the biggest lead of the night was 16, and they've chipped that down to 9. Krieger on the left-handed drive. Krieger with the right-handed move. And we're going to get a foul by Neubauer. 2-shot foul by Tori Neubauer. 3rd personal.
See, the Papermakers need Krieger back in the game, granted with 4 fouls, but with her height, it gives you that big advantage.
And hitting the free throws is what the Papermakers have done all night. Back to a 10-point lead for Kimberly. And the roll falls for Reagan. She's in double digits at 10 as well. So 3 papermakers in double digits, and a near push-off by Sweeney. As tight defense by Kennedy Eben. Schwann, wide open three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Jazeski tries to keep it alive. She's going to get it to Van Vonderen. Van Vonderen being patient. Back out top to Urban. Swings it around. Krieger there. Krieger with a strong drive. Shot no good, long, and the rebound brought down by Schwann. Here come the Patriots, and Tori Neubauer to Ella Sweeney. Her three-pointer no good, but rebound falls right to Schwann. Nice pass by Tori Neubauer. Oh, good defense by Haley Dulis as Ella Jazeski had an opportunity there, but great help defense as Dulis knocks that one out of bounds on the block shot.
And we're seeing this again for this.
Oh, and Jazeski got all alone and missed the bunny, but perseverance pays off as she is fouled. So she'll be at the charity stripe. She's shooting 2 free throws.
As I was going to say, we're seeing this situation for the Patriots. They have multiple opportunities to continue to get this lead even closer, but just unable to make those key baskets.
And the first free throw falls off. Amelia Marquette checking back in, the freshman guard. Yeah, sorry, that last shot, sort of typical tonight, Zach, for Appleton East. Just a lot of clean looks. Some three-pointers have been in and out, and some really point-blank shots, not falling. But Ella gets the second. Back to a 10-point lead here for the Papermakers. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Urban calling out the signals. Back to Eben, back to Urban. Looking inside of Krieger. Krieger knocked out of bounds off her leg, though, as the Patriots generate a turnover, so they could get it within single digits here with a basket. Schwann looking for a little bit of help. Still looking for help. Gets it to Ella Sweeney. Sweeney to Mont Marquette. Mont Marquette all alone. Neubauer, nice pump fake. 15-foot pull-up jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Van Vonderen on the rebound. Van Vonderen back from Urban. Urban to Krieger. Krieger with a spin move. Gets the short jumper to fall on the friendly roll. 48-36. Papermakers with the lead. Neubauer at the free throw line. 16-footer pull-up. Nothing but net for Tori Neubauer. Back to a 10-point game. Neubauer now with 11 points on the game. Dulis in and out. Knocked out of bounds by the Patriots. That'll stay with Kimberly Papermakers. 4:12 to go.
All that the Papermakers have to do the rest of this way is just match point for point. You're going to be all right.
Back top to Krieger, to Kennedy Eben. Evans jumper, nothing but net for the sophomore. Jazeski underneath, and that one kicked out of bounds. Looking for Tori Neubauer. You may have heard Coach Lepesto, don't give up the three. Inside to Sweeney, knocked down Jazeski there to pick up the loose ball. And stripped by Kennedy Eben, and we're going to get a foul by Jazeski. That'll be 16 fouls, so one more to go before the Papermakers will be in the bonus. And that's really, Zach, last thing you need to do if you're the Patriots, those turnovers when every point is a must right now.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And it gets tighter now that we're under 4 minutes to go.
See how patient Kimberly is here if they're going to force the Papermakers to foul with this 12-point lead. And at the 3:30 mark, Urban's done a nice job all night at the guard position. Only 6 points, but she's been a spark plug on both sides of the ball, both offensively and especially defensively for Emily Urban. There's a strong move by Haley Dulis. Shot up, good, and the foul, and that might be the backbreaker for Kimberly as Haley Dulis with 2 and 1. And a nice job offensively, Zach. They worked the ball around. Once they got the opportunity to take it inside on the dribble penetration, they were able to do that. And Doulis with the 3-point play. She's the game-high scorer right now with 13 points for the Papermakers.
Just trusting the offense. That's what the Papermakers did on that possession.
Nice look by Tori Neubauer, but one and done. Again, Reagan Krieger crashing the board. Another good look for the Patriots from 3-point, just not able to fall as that one's knocked out of bounds by Ava Schwann. Again, the Patriots without one of their starters and one of their leading scorers, Lily Mulmans, came in averaging 9 points a game, third highest scorer. Ella Sweeney came in averaging 13, Tori Neubauer 12. So really balanced scoring, and sort of missing that scoring tonight from Mulmans. Krieger with a nice job and knocked out of bounds again by Ava Schwann. .2:30 to go here in the game. Underneath is Urban. She's going to take it back out top to Eben. And nearly stolen by Ott as Kennedy Eben hits the floor, but that's going to be a traveling violation. Patriots with the ball here, down 15 with 2:23 to go. And Kimberly still keeping that modest full court pressure. Now backing off a little bit. Still man-to-man all game long for Coach Dave Lepesto and his Papermakers. Sweeney with the runner. Off the rim, no good. Emily Urban with the rebound. Back to Van Vonderen. Vonderen looking inside. Didn't need to do that. Stolen by the Patriots. Here comes Ava Schwann. Schwann looking for Ott. Nearly stolen, but Marquette there for Appleton East. Jenna Ott, three-pointer from the wing. No good. Krieger with the strong rebound. And you're right, Zach. That's, even despite the 4 fouls, she's been doing a tremendous job on the boards tonight for Kimberly.
Yeah, and her last foul was just more of a frustration foul, but still be able to just keep her composure and just stay out of trouble for these last 7 minutes she was in for.
And right now, again, another turnover, and Coach Lepesto, you can see him right at the bottom of our screen just saying, relax, ladies, you've got a nice lead here. Just take care of the basketball, and let's try to run off the clock. But a lot of learning moments here early in the season, only the second game of the year for Kimberly.
Yeah, just under 9 seconds to go. You don't want to see too many turnovers.
And Tori Neubauer going to be called for the shooting foul, so she'll be back at the charity stripe, leading scorer tonight for East with 11 points. We're going to get a 30-second timeout as we are down to 1:29 to go here at Kimberly High School.
Rolling over your 401k, changing jobs, or planning retirement, Matt Vandenboom and Mike Verstegen can help. They are certified financial planners serving businesses and families in the Fox Cities. Contact Vandenboom Verstegen Wealth Management today at 920-560-5600 or online at vvwealth.com. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or its affiliates.
And Tori Neubauer, as we mentioned, back at the charity line, shooting 2 for Patriots. First one off the back rim, no good. That one will fall for Tori. She checks out. Aubrey Erickson checks back in. 1:25, full court pressure now applied by the Patriots. Urban going to try to break it herself. Guarded closely by Ava Schwann. Nice job by Urban. She's able to do it. Gets it back up top to Doulis, to Krieger. Krieger looking backdoor cut by Eben. Eben going to swing it back out top to Van Vonderen. Van Vonderen runner no good. Marquette there for the rebound. Here come the Patriots, and we're going to get another timeout, another 30-second break for Coach Brian Passion. And the Appleton East Patriots will keep it here. And again, a reminder, next Friday, we, meaning Zach and myself, will be back here at Kimberly High School. Or excuse me.
Yeah, we'll be at Kimberly High School. We'll have a doubleheader between the Hortonville Polar Bears and the Kimberly Papermakers for the girls-boys basketball doubleheader on Friday. So we get 2 for 1.
I'll have to check that. It says Nina, so I'm not sure if we got the graphic
Well,
wrong.
I'm pretty sure it is Kimberly.
It's Kimberly. Okay, so we will be back here next Friday. Looking forward to having that doubleheader. It'll be our first boys game of the year. And again, Hortonville off to a nice start. They're getting a couple of really outstanding players, and of course, Kimberly always strong for their basketball program, and a new head coach, and we'll meet him next week. A nice running 2-pointer by Ella Sweeney. Makes it 53-41, and almost another near turnover by the Papermakers. I think that's probably one thing that certainly Coach Lepesto will talk about here is end of the game time management and just doing a little better job taking care of the basketball. As also credit Appleton East. They've really amped up their defensive pressure to make it difficult for the Papermakers here. Eben on the dribble. Going to get it to Van Vonner, but we're going to get a foul called up top by Mont Marquette. Her second, team's 8th. So at the charity stripe, Kennedy Eben, the sophomore guard, will be at the charity stripe shooting the bonus. Her first free throw's good. One more earned for Kennedy Eben. In and out on the second. Time winding down here at Kimberly High School. Tori Neubauer, drive and knocked out of bounds. Patriots will keep the ball, their side of the court. Ava Schwann inbounding it for Appleton East. Looking for Mont Marquette. Nice spin move by Mont Marquette. Hey, she gets the little runner to fall. Again, Coach Passion using those timeouts. He's got them. And unlike the Chicago Bears, he's using them.
Yeah, you want to use them up and get your team prepared for the next game, because before you know it, it'll be here. So, in these moments, too, you're trying to be able to find a way to get your team prepared moving forward, because these are the moments you learn just by being able to be in these situations and just try to find ways to get this offense to work for the next game. And that's the bigger part, too, is we think of how one game progresses. You think that's all that matters. It's always about moving forward to the next one, because you always can work on what happens in these games. You may be down by 11, but when you want to practice, this is what you're going to be in these situations later in the year when these baskets matter the most.
And you are right, Zach. I just did confirm we will be back at Kimberly High School on Friday, December 13th for that boys-girls doubleheader between the Polar Bears of Hortonville and the Kimberly Papermakers. 16 seconds to go, 54-43. Urban with the ball. Urban beating the double team by herself. And stolen by Mont Marquette. Mont Marquette on the dribble. Nice job by the freshman. And again, no fight, no quit as time has run out. 54-45 is your final score, as the Kimberly Papermakers win their first FVA game of the year. They're now 2-0, while Appleton East falls to 0-4 on the year. As the final score, once again, a Kimberly 54, Appleton East 45. And before we wrap up, want to say a special thanks to all of our sponsors, especially the Orthopedic Sports Institute of the Fox Valley. Myron Construction, always building excellence. Thank you to Myron. Thank you to OSI, also to Kelly Davies and her team, Van Abels of Hollandtown. Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, Central Temperature, and Van de Voom Verstegen Wealth Management. A special thank you to all of those sponsors. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. And Zach, final thoughts before we sign off for the night.
Well, I mean, it was a great performance by both teams, knowing that they were both injured coming into this and missing key players, but there's fight. And it's early on in the season. It's their first conference game. I feel confident right now how both teams have progressed in the offseason and will only continue to build on this game. The matchup, when they play each other again at Appleton East, will be a very close contest. That's what I believe, the way this is looking, that both teams are starting to progress pretty well early on in the season.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you're Appleton East, I mean, yeah, you're 0-4, but I think what Coach Passion talked about, every game they do not quit. And we saw it again tonight. And I think, that fight, determination, you get Lily Muhlman's back, you get some, get your starters and starting lineup back, I think will pay dividends. A tough schedule, 4 excellent teams to start the season. So it's a big, long season, so you use these games as a building block to, try to turn around your season here. And I think, Coach Passion, again, offensively, I thought well executed. Just couldn't, three-pointers, just couldn't get the shots to fall.
Correct. And again, our next broadcast will be next Friday on December 13th at Kimberly High School with the Hortonville Polar Bears taking on the Papermakers, the girls game followed by the boys.
And again, a special thanks, Ryan McGinnis, ED of Kimberly High School, for allowing us, and head coaches Dave Lepesto and Brian Passion for all their support. That is going to do it for Zach Morris. I'm Gary Berleski. Once again, final score from Kimberly High School. The Kimberly Papermakers knock off the Appleton East Patriots by a score of 54-45. This has been your Orthopedic Sports Institute of the Fox Valley Video Stream Game of the Week. Have a great night, everybody.